Matthew Wheaton with the Register Mail. I'm here with Galesburg High School football coach Michael Washabaugh. Coach, you guys suffered a 28-20 loss last week to Allman here at home. Quickly summarize how you felt about that game last week there.
I think we clearly had our opportunities throughout the game, and to be able to beat a playoff team, a team that's playing to get in the playoffs here week 9, the things that happen throughout the game, that they can't happen, for us to be able to come out on the winning side. I mean, from taking an unsportsmanlike conduct, a touchdown being called off the board to a couple missed kicks, So we had our opportunities and we forced some turnovers defensively, but we've got to be able to execute on those key plays of the game, and we struggled to do that.
You mentioned the playoff eligible team. The team you're facing here on Friday, Granite City, 4-4. They didn't win to be playoff eligible. What do you know about Granite City?
Well, they lost to Alton last week, which that's one of Quincy's losses this year out of the Quincy and Alton and Moline for Quincy. So they're a very talented group. Alton got out of the Southwest Conference with like Edwardsville, Belleville West, Alton, all those schools, and they went independent, which obviously we lost Peoria High from last year, so that opened up the Week 9 game for us. They're very talented, the skill spot. They have a couple returning linemen from last year. They're 2-7. Their quarterback's a pretty talented player, and kind of makes them go for their offense.
He went out, I think, in the second quarter last week. Kind of questionable whether or not he'll be playing this week. What do you know about the other guy, if somebody else does step in there at quarterback?
The second guy wasn't the skill athlete. He's still a good quarterback, but they kind of changed some of their game plan to get some more throw into it. He's very, very talented. And I would imagine, they're sitting at 4-4 coming off a 2-7 record, and they haven't made the playoffs in 12 years, so I would think he's going to be a go, or at least tested, especially early on, just with as much as they have riding on the game.
All right, 1-7, obviously you're not where you're going to be at your first season. How bad you want that last win? What do you got to do to get that last win here on Friday?
I think just shoring up a lot of the things that kind of got exposed in that in the second half, and the first half last week, but the things that we didn't execute on last week, like those are the parts of the game that we got to get better at. I thought we did a very good job moving the ball offensively, both in the air and on the ground. Defensively, we started getting some stops early on. We forced a ton of turnovers, but we've got to be able to, again, keep our cool and kind of ride those pendulum swings of the game and be able to execute, throughout the entire game.
One record coming up that could possibly be broken here on Friday. Kobe is one touchdown away from having the Galesburg High School record for most touchdowns in a career. How are you feeling about what he's done for you here over the year? Well, one season as the head coach, but you've been around as assistant coach as well.
Right, yeah. I've had him since his sophomore year, and he was hobbled his sophomore year with an ankle, and DeAndre took a load of the carries, for about four or five games in that season. And then last year he didn't play the second half of the Sumner game. He didn't play the second half of the UT game this year. So there's some games that he missed some time. That record could have been even higher. But he's a security blanket. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's a great leader. He plays extremely hard. And the records speak for his work ethic. And our expectations of our Silver Streak players, like he epitomizes that. He brings it every day, and it carries over the field.
Anything else you want to add about Granite City on Friday, about your goals and expectations for that last final game?
It's the same goals we had with beating Allman. Obviously, they're a Western Big Six opponent, but now we're playing a non-conference opponent, but we have the opportunity, and motivation going into the game to be able to knock them out of the playoffs, and that's something that we've been preaching to guys, something they're buying into, so we're going to give our best effort.
All right, that was Michael Washabaugh, and I'm Matthew Wheaton.